we off to today?
A couple of art supply stores. Today's Black Friday, and there's a lot of sales and good deals going on right now at different art supply stores. So I thought it'd be cool we get outside the house for a little bit and go get us some good stuff.
Awesome. So what are the top 3 places you'd want to go to find some art supplies today?
Well, a good homie, and Elias just recently posted on his stories that he bought like a whole bunch of art supplies and just got really motivated to go buy some new paint and some other new stuff that we'd find. And I thought we'd go over to Jerrys Artarama, which is always like the #1 place. Actually, one of the #2 places I go to. But Jerry's is definitely on the top of the list for local art stores, art supply stores. So I thought we hit up Jerrys Artarama, and then maybe hitting up Azel's on Callahan. I haven't been to the Callahan location yet, but Elias is always going there, and he always tells me good stuff about it. So I'm gonna hit them up. We're gonna hit them up, and then if we make it in time, I was thinking maybe we stop by Herwick's just to say what's up and maybe grab a couple of things.
That sounds neat. So what's your thought on Black Friday as being a independent independent salesperson and independent business owner? How do you feel when it comes to Black Friday, and how does that help your business?
I guess the way I feel about it is, as being a small business owner, an entrepreneur now, I definitely see it in another light. Before, being my own business, I saw it from the eyes more of a consumer. So I thought, I'm gonna go spend, all this money that I saved up and then, get a, good deal on something that, I find cool, or something that I might not have even thought of getting, but just because it's a good price, okay, it might be more appealing. But I guess my thought of it now as a business, it's like, I wish people would shop like that all the time. There's always good deals.
Yeah, not just wait till it's a certain day.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's Valentine's Day, I gotta buy my wife flowers and chocolate. You should be doing that randomly, and when more sporadically, right? And is that how you're kind of saying,
yeah,
shouldn't just
and
wait?
there's especially with local businesses, there's so many great things out there and great businesses to support, and I think a lot of local businesses, a good percentage of them are capitalizing on this and kind of joining in on the campaign of good deals on Black Friday. Some people, like myself, I put some prints up that are normally $125, and from Friday till Sunday you can get them for $75. It's only going to be for Black Friday, but I already had a couple of sales already, so it works quite well. But I just wish that there was more people that were just like, oh yeah, this is a good deal, let me buy it because it's Black Friday. I'm not saying that that's why they're buying the artwork, but you can always find good deals on stuff. You just gotta ask. You gotta go out there. You gotta go look for it.
Yeah, that's true. So you've been working on some new projects. Do you want to explain a couple of them that you're working on?
One of them I don't want to say too much about. Just gotta see it for yourself, and I want people just to experience it when they see it because it's so like different. And
is this a painting, or is it like a mural, or what is it going to be?
It's a small mural.
Okay.
It's inside of a restaurant, and when I was approached with the idea, I had some thoughts in my head on how to execute it in my vision. But when we're working with specific clients, you want to create something that they want because they're paying for it. So I made some adjustments to the design, to their appeal, and they loved it. It is something that I enjoyed creating. It's definitely something that was outside of my spectrum of designs, and pushed myself to make it work, and came up with a whole bunch of different concepts, and did one that the client loved, and now it's time to execute and put it on the wall. And like I said, I don't want to say too much about it. I want people to actually just see it, and I want to hear people's thoughts before they know that it's my work. And I think listening to the criticism and just talking to people about what they think about it would be my best way to move forward from that. But that, and then a whole bunch of other designs and concepts that I've been working on that aren't initially concrete right now, but I have faith that I'm going to create something that the client will like and that they will love and want me to put on their building or a business, and be able to share it with San Antonio for forever.
That's really awesome. Do you have plans? I know there's Black Friday going on. Do you have any kind of like deals going on? Do you have anything happening for Christmas that people might want to look forward to?
There's a Black Friday deal. I'm gonna try to upload this tonight. I'm gonna do some editing or whatever, but I'm gonna try to do this tonight for Black Friday. So if you're watching this, you'll have till Sunday night to at least place your order for your print or metal, and till Christmas, or at least maybe like till.
Well, what's your sale? What's your Black Friday sale?
The prints are 22 inches by 28 inch limited edition prints, wabi sabi prints, edition of 100. Normally they're priced at $125 a print. For this weekend only, they're priced at $75 a print. So you're saving about $50, with that purchase. And my Fiesta Medals, they're $10. You could use them as a Fiesta Medal for next year, or if you cut off the ribbon, you have like a really cool. You can see it from there, but.
Add it onto the key ring?
Yeah, you add it onto your key ring and you have a cool wabi sabi keychain.
Awesome.
So, but yeah, other than that, I was actually asked to design or create on a globe, or not a globe, ornament that's going to be hanging on the Christmas tree in the state capitol. Representing District 123, represented by Diego Bernal, and he reached out to me. His team reached out to me about participating, and I jumped to the occasion and then was delighted. And I posted a picture a couple weeks ago of the ornament, and people loved it, and I actually started getting a couple of orders to do some ornaments for people. So. I'll see if I could maybe pop that up on this video.
And about how many ornaments are you doing?
I think I'm only going to do 25. Kind of, like a...
Limited?
Yeah, like a limited edition of 25 ornaments for Christmas, 25, whatever. And doing a limited edition of 25. They're all hand-painted. They're all unique. They're all individually, designed. And they're $75. So if you'd like to order one, contact me to place your order.
And we'll also upload them onto your website.
Yes, and yeah, so far I already have a couple of orders. So if you want to be sure to get yours, contact me now or immediately, and I'll be sure to get that to you. So $75 each.
So, like, you know, as the year's coming to an end, and you reflect back on this year, what are some of the things you've accomplished this year that you've been really appreciative of, or really kind of like humbled about?
I think my show in New York, like, I think that was the most humbling experience. I think I definitely showed myself, my family, and you, that I was definitely capable of achieving stuff when the odds are against me. And a lot of times, I think even more so than artists, like, you know, entrepreneurs or just people going after their dream, you feel sometimes like your back's against the wall, and like things aren't going for you, or at least, you know, the things that you were hopeful for like don't really work out the way you want to, and sometimes you feel like really defeated. And there was a point this year where that's how I felt a little bit, because, you know, some things had came up and happened, and I was.
So without getting into a lot of detail, do you want to kind of explain like how you got the show you got, or? Yeah,
I'll just say this, that I was planning on participating in a group exhibition. I got news that a couple of people didn't want me to participate, and decided to, rather than try to fight or make a case about it and why I should be included, decided to just step down. And this is after I already had my plane ticket, my Airbnb all planned for that specific show. And I thought, you know, I felt defeated. And during, you know, a couple of weeks before the trip, I thought I'd make the most of it and do what I usually do here in San Antonio. What I like to do is, you know, go set up at random public places and, you know, just paint and try to sell art. Well, that idea formed into something bigger and something that was a little bit more bold. And I sent out a whole bunch of emails to a whole bunch of businesses and places,
made a lot of phone calls,
and made a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails, and just shot my shot. And you know, was just really hopeful that, you know, something would happen and something would arise. And I stayed really hopeful. I tried to conduct myself as professionally as I could. And about a week before we left to New York, rather than just painting out in public, I was notified that this specific business, a really popular business, wanted me to have a solo pop-up exhibition. So for a show that I was only expecting to be in for one night, that I was, you know, excluded from, kind of, basically, I ended up feeling defeated, but somehow saw some opportunity. I was optimistic about the situation, and I applied myself, and I pretty much had one of the best experiences of my art career so far. I learned so much that week in New York. I met so many amazing people, so many influential people actually stopped by my show, and sold some artwork in New York, sold a good number of pieces in New York, which was awesome. And I was able to collaborate with a really popular business in New York. So shout out to Turnstile in Underground Market in New York. Amazing team of people, amazing businesses, amazing food, amazing everything down there. So if you're ever in New York, Turnstile Underground Market, check them out. And hopefully I'll be going up there soon and conducting another exhibition, but this time around I actually want to curate a group exhibition of artists from San Antonio and New York, and show this diversity of cultures and then bringing that together with art. But yeah, that's probably the one of the most humbling and humbling experiences so far this year that I learned a lot from, not just about, other people, but learning a lot more about myself and what I'm capable of achieving.
That's really cool. Well, I have a lot more questions for you, but it seems like we just arrived at Jerry's, so let's go inside and see what we can find. So, as you've become a father now, this past month, how have you seen the process of how you create art? How have you seen it change?
I think I've become a little bit more, I guess as far as like documenting my work, that's definitely a process that's changed. But as far as like the creative process, I really haven't created a whole bunch of work yet, so I can't really say how it's changed drastically or much. But I've definitely been more inspired a lot. I've been really inspired. I've been writing a lot of notes in sketchbooks and in my phone. Definitely taking a lot of pictures. Writing down like so many ideas that I have that I believe some of them are actually going to incorporate him in creating my artwork. It's definitely inspired me tremendously, and I'm excited to create as he grows. And I know my work is definitely going to tell a story of our relationship and of my relationship with my wife and my kid and family. So I'm like super excited about it.
Neat. Okay. So do you find yourself thinking of new ideas for next year based on this transition in your life?
Definitely. I have a show coming up with Freight. That's going to be curated by an amazing curator, Liz. Sorry, I forgot Liz's last name. But Liz is an amazing curator. She's one of the like, co-directors.
I believe her last name's Paris.
Yeah, Liz Paris, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Liz is curating a show that she's doing for me at Freight, and so a lot of those new ideas are going to be in that show in July.
So July 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And are there any artists right now that have kind of spoken interest to you when it comes to like someone you might want to collaborate with coming up?
I'm currently working on a really great series of collaborative pieces with my good friend Mauro Martinez. He recently moved from Laredo, and him and his girlfriend are now based here in San Antonio, and he has a great following on social media. He's great with marketing, and he's great with just being prolific and just being out there
and different
and different, and I think we both have our own like little distinctive styles, and he's been doing it just a little bit longer than I have, but I think we still learn a lot from each other. And we kind of had a studio visit where we were just hanging out really one day, and we were just kind of talking and bringing up ideas, and we brought up, I think it was actually Motto that brought up the idea of doing a collaborative series, and I thought it would be a good idea. And yeah, so far we've released one, and it got a lot of amazing feedback. People really loved it, and now we're planning on, you know, doing a good body of work and releasing them all together.
And so when should we like plan to, you know, start looking for that show, that collaboration?
I think we're gonna try to have a good number of them done in December, but I think definitely 2020, maybe January or February, where you'll see like a good number of these new pieces online and released for sale. And one of the ideas that I brought up to Motto was, you know, sending some proposals out, you know, to galleries either in Texas, in San Antonio, or out of state, and hopefully landing, you know, a show of our collaborative work. And I think they're really strong. I think both of our works, you know, stand alone individually, but I think bringing these two styles together, it's kind of like the best of both worlds. So like, I'm excited. I'm super excited about this collaborative series.
That's awesome. So like right now, like while we're waiting for that transition and stuff, where are some places that we can view your artwork around San Antonio?
Right now, currently, you can always find my work at Southtown Art Gallery, studio and art gallery. I have a show that's up right now at a Remax office off of Broadway, right next to Bird's Bakery on Broadway in downtown area. Right now I'm in the transition of a couple of creative spaces, or not creative spaces, but spaces that I used to exhibit work. We have an event coming up at the Art Collecting Mixer on December 12th. That's going to be a really great event, curating a good number of artists in one of my collectors' homes. So for people that you know, aren't familiar with collecting art, or for people that are art collectors, you get to step inside of a home of an art collector, and you get to see how he lives with his artwork, and you get to have an idea of, you know, how to, you know, see some of these pieces in living spaces, and help encourage the audience to purchase some of the artwork from San Antonio based artists.
Awesome.
It's gonna be really cool. December 12th, Art Collecting Mixer.
And I'm guessing we're getting pizza.
Yeah.
And you're back. So what's your favorite thing about Little Caesars?
Favorite thing? Price.
Price.
Mm-hmm.
And quality?
Yeah, like they're not
the best, but they're consistent, right?
Yeah, and it's not like, it's not terrible pizza. Now Papa John's, Domino's, I won't say they're terrible, but it's just not my.
But last time we tried Papa John's, it was pretty terrible.
Yeah, definitely. Papa John's was horrible. I wouldn't. Sorry, I gotta turn this off. Don't text and drive.
Who was that?
Brown Tavares.
Oh yeah.
Guy did my tattoo. Living legend. Another cool guy, but yeah. So Little Caesars. I haven't met anyone that doesn't like Little Caesars. Yet to meet someone that doesn't like Little Caesars.
I'm sure there's a few.
If you don't like Little Caesars, I guess comment below. I want to meet you.
And what's your problem? Just kidding.
Yeah. What else?
Well, other than pizza, what's your favorite food to eat around here?
Glencoe Cafe.
And you wanted to live right behind there, didn't you?
Yeah, at one point. Oh, if I had the money at that time, I would have.
Well, speaking of restaurants, we were talking before you got out of the car about places you had your art. And I know that Southtown Art Gallery, we do like to help other artists showcase their artwork around San Antonio. So you want to talk a little bit about Charity Bar?
Oh yeah, so Charity Bar. Charity Bar is amazing. If you've never been there, Google them. Amazing food, amazing cause. They're always helping the community. They're always hosting really awesome events. They have a really amazing team of people that provide, you know, their experience, that serve you your food, that cook the food. You just have to go check them out. I don't want to say too much because it's going to take away from the experience. And also, we have art there.
And it's Japanese food.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's amazing. They do a lot of events there too.
You want to tell? Okay, so we were planning on going to more places today, but we spent so much time at Jerrys Artarama, and we not only spent a lot of time, but we spent quite a good amount of money at Jerrys Artarama. I've got like so many different things. I got gouache. I bought a new Liquitex paint. Caroline, you bought a beautiful
pencils.
Color and some new pencils, some sketchbooks.
Oh yeah, I got some new paint too.
We just got a whole bunch of stuff. So like, go check out Jerrys Artarama if you're an artist, if you're just looking to like create something or, you know, step out of your boundaries. Go shop at Jerrys Artarama on San Pedro, off of 410.
Yeah.
So what else?
So you always talk about making like a 7-year plan, and breaking it down. Kind of, what's your process on that? And when you first made your 7-year plan, is it anything like it is today?
It's not. To answer that part quickly, it's not, because you know, you when you set these goals, especially at the beginning, and especially if you're working hard towards exceeding those goals, you're gonna find out that, you know, that the 2-year goal that you had planned to hit in 2 years, you've worked so hard toward it for a whole year, or you get it done in a year and a half. Or I actually had a goal of mine was to have a gallery, or to be able to run a gallery within 5 years of starting my career. And I had started my career in late 2014, so October 2014, and by mid 2016 I was running a gallery. Like, so I had to, you know,
Trebla Art Gallery off of Guadalupe. And
yeah, so like that was, you know, something that I had planned to do in 5 years that I ended up accomplishing in like 2.5. So then, you know, that goal changed to, you know, I just don't want to be able to say I own and run a gallery, but I want to, you know, have a nice gallery. I want to, you know, work with X and X artists, and I want to, you know, sell artwork for this price. And you know, these goals are always changing, which is good. So it's always good to, you know, change your goals for, you know, the better. You don't want to downgrade on your goals. If anything, start by planning a goal that you know you could exceed. So don't even think about it as downgrading or anything like that. Just think about it as something that you know you can achieve. And rather than just barely hitting that mark, exceed it enough to where you look back and you think, wow, like, I told myself I was gonna draw, you know, 2 times in my sketchbook a day, and, you know, I've been drawing 4 times a day for months. Like, you want to be able to exceed your own goals, because that's how you're going to become better. And that's something that I try to practice every day. And we're not perfect, so don't expect to be perfect. Like, you're going to miss days, you're going to, you know, slack off sometimes, but, you know, it's having that willpower to, you know, keep trying, even when you're not going to be perfect. Just keep trying, and that's all. Trying and readjusting, and just always putting your best foot forward, and always having
perseverance
and having faith in yourself.
So on that note, that's a very inspirational speech by Albert. We are going to go and have a family dinner, watch some TV, probably some Disney Plus, and chill with our baby.
A Mandalorian. That's how.
Yeah, we started watching Mandalorian. It's actually pretty good. I thought it was more animated, and it's not as animated.
I want to see Baby Yoda.
Yeah, I'm ready for Baby Yoda. Anyways.
Baby Yoda.
Put comments in the box if you have any questions, or if you want to hear other stories or anything, let us know.